The Ondo state government is intensifying efforts towards the takeoff of its Highway Emergency Medical Services Agency. To this end, the training of 60 emergency medical dispatchers has just been completed at the Trauma Communication Center in Ondo. Our correspondent Omachile Olasule reports that the agency had earlier trained about 100 vehicle extractors as components of the services.
The Ondo State Emergency Medical Services Agency was established by the present administration to provide emergency services for victims of road accidents within the state, as a way of ensuring that the vision becomes a reality. The state government had provided the facilities which include ambulances, towing trucks, and extrication equipment. Similarly, personnel required for the services were recruited and trained to operate in line with the global standard of highway medical services. Among those recruited are 100 vehicle extricators who have been trained by officials of Western Cape Emergency Medical Services, South Africa.
Petrol.
Right. What switch is this? Alright.
In the same vein, the state government has just completed the training of about 60 dispatchers who would receive calls and mobilize the vehicle extricators anytime an accident occurs. Each of the dispatchers were trained to attend to calls, not minding the mood of the caller and the state of mind.
Don't state EMS, please state your emergency.
I go for that long now. I know it's not responding.
Please, can you please tell us your location?
My location. No, number 6, Adesupa Street.
Adesupa Street?
Yes.
Where is there any landmark there to show us?
For landmark. I don't even know. Everybody knows the Adesupa Street. The one you asked me for landmark.
One of the trainers, Ms. Jasmine Bowen, said the participants displayed a high sense of commitment and dedication, which showed how complementary they would be in effecting a prompt emergency medical service in the States.
I must admit, coming from the first day to where they are now, I'm very proud of them. They've really come a far way. They're very attentive, and you can see they have this passion to help people, and that's what we look for. You know, I always say that you can teach skill, but you can't teach passion.
The experience has been so interesting and tasking all the same, because it's an eye-opener into another way of life, because I've not been used to medical services before. I actually know a few things, but not as much as I do right now.
The organization is all right, and they've been taking us through the levels of understanding we need to know pertaining to the emergency and medical services in our roads in Ondo State. And His Excellency, the Executive Governor, have already he has tried to save life of people living in Ondo State and even people passing through our major roads in Ondo State.
The coordinator of the agency, Dr. Ayokomi Adeniyi, expressed optimism that the level of encouragement received from Mr. Governor would make the services another benchmark for social intervention in the country.
The trainings have made huge progress, starting from ground zero till today. They've learned the basic things about call contact center management, handling the hardware, understanding the lingo, the communication skills needed to run an emergency management center like this. So they've really done well.
Ondo State Commissioner for Earth, Dr. Dayo Adeyanju, said the state government has put in place the required structures and processes that will sustain the innovation.
We've just been able to assess that knowledge has been impacted. They demonstrated it clearly to us, and the number is active. We will still continue to work as we get our shortcode, which is our ultimate, which is very easy to recall. But definitely within the period of that time, we will still continue to use this, our active number, which will be displayed and be clearly circulated to the entire people of Ondo State, so they can know how to respond to distresses.
The state government has equally constructed a trauma center equipped with modern facilities. Omoshile Olasule reporting for OSRC News.
The electoral process that led to the eventual victory of Governor Olusegun Mimiko in the October 2012 governorship election in Ondo State was conducted in substantial compliance with electoral law. The Commissioner for Justice and Attorney General, Mr. Eyitayo Jegede, SAN, was affirmative of the pronouncement of the appeal court judgment while featuring on a television program, Facing Facts. Mr. Jegede observed that most of the allegations raised by the petitioners from ACN and PDP were baseless and cannot hold water in any court of law. The Justice Commissioner spoke at length on the alleged injection of names into the voters' register and the possibility of a rerun election.